Hello, boys and girls. This video is for Tuesday, April 7th. Okay, so I'm going to explain the assignments for today. And remember, you are independent. Try to do as much as you can on your own. And then if you need assistance, if you've really tried and you still need assistance, then go to your parents. So I'm going to start with science. Remember, for science, we've been talking about living things and non-living things. Well, we're going to do an activity that has to do with living things. So you're going to get a paper. We've done this in class. We've created foldables before. Well, you're going to do it today on your own. You are going to fold your paper in three, like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm reusing a paper here. And then you are going to label each rectangle as such. Living things are. So this is a starter. This is the starter to a sentence. This isn't a complete sentence. You are going to complete it with either a drawing that has a label to it or your own sentence. So living things are. What are living things? There's so many ways you could take that sentence. Okay, so living things are. Living things have. What do living things have? Think about that. They have lots of things. And living things can. So this is how your foldable is going to look. Living things are, living things have, living things can. Well, what do you think living things can do? Well, remember, there's different types of living things. There's animals, there's humans, there's plants, trees. So what is something they can do? If you know it, say it. Well, some living things can breathe, right? We all breathe. You might not even notice it, but we are breathing constantly. Okay, so living things can breathe. Living things, do they grow? Yes, they all grow. Living things move on their own, don't they? Living things. There's so many ways you could take that sentence. And if you want to draw it, you can. But remember, sometimes when we draw things, the person that sees it might not understand what it is. So if you choose to take this into a drawing activity, make sure you label it. So if you're going to draw a human, I'm not going to know what that human can do. Living things can. But if you label that human and you put breathe, because they're breathing, then yes, that makes sense. Okay, so two things they can do on this side. Living things have. What do they have? Think about it. Not all of them have the same things. Living things have what? Think about it. Well, some living things have hair, right? Some living things have fur. Some living things have leaves growing on them. So there's many ways you could take it. And living things are, what are they? Well, we talked about that. They're people, they're animals, they're plants, there's trees. So take this however you want to your foldable. Okay, so you're gonna you have to have two in each category. So tell me two things they are, two things they have, two things they can do. Okay, got it? That's your foldable. Now, if you don't want to create your own foldable and you have a printer at home, you can print the worksheet that goes with this, okay? It's on Teams. You might need a little assistance from your parents with that, but it's on Teams and they could just print out the worksheet, and there's more cut and paste activities that you could do there for fun, but that's if you have a printer. I know not everyone has a printer, so you could create it yourself or you could print it. The PDFs are available for you guys. Okay, so that is science. You're going to be doing that for Tuesday and Wednesday. So you have a lot of time to do it. If you want to finish it today, you can, or you could continue it on and finish it on Wednesday. Sometimes these activities we do for science and social studies does take more than one day. So for Brain Pop, hopefully you already watched the winter Brain Pop video. Well, today for Brain Pop, you are going to watch the spring video. You're going to be learning more about springtime, and you're going to watch the fall video. Okay, so those are 2 more of our seasons. You're going to do a Brain Pop video for 4 of the seasons, all of the seasons. But for tomorrow, you're doing spring and fall. And that's it. You don't have to take the quiz. There's some fun activities you could do there, but those are optional. Okay, so just watching the spring and fall video and try really listening and try to absorb that information they're giving you, because they're going to give you some pretty interesting facts. Okay, 4, reading. Remember, you are doing I Ready, but you only have to do about 10 to 15 minutes a day. That's it. Okay, and then I want you to read any book you want. You could also read The Seal, just like those books we've been reading. If you like those, that's also in Teams. Your parents can print that out for you if you have a printer, and you could read that, and that ties along with our spelling words. So that's going to help you practice your spelling words and focusing on the EA words. Okay, so you could read any book you want, or if you don't have many books, or if you like the books we've been doing, you could read The Seal. Okay, for math, you are going on the e-textbook. I am going to show you guys how to do it here because I want you guys to be super independent. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to do something here because this isn't working. Give me 1 second, boys and girls. Technical difficulties. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to go to your e-textbook. Okay, you're going to go to the portal. You're going to log in with your username and password. I'm going to use Chloe's. And then look where you go. You see all those little books there? You are going to go next to the one that says math. Now yours is going to look a little different than Chloe's, but I labeled them based on the date. So you're going to see it says Tuesday, okay? And for Tuesday, you're doing the 11.1 homework. It is very short. It's only like 5 questions, okay? That's all you're going to have to do. Oh my goodness, this is going very slow. Let me try it again because I want you to see it. Okay, there. So then all you have to do is go to things to do, and then it should be there. And I labeled the assignment with Tuesday. So you just have to do Tuesdays. Okay. So let's see what else you have. Tuesday for journal. I am so proud of all the journal entries I am getting from you boys and girls. You guys are using such wonderful handwriting. You're using your punctuation, uppercase letters and periods, question marks, exclamation marks. You guys are writing such cool stories. I've really been enjoying reading them. So good job. Okay, today you are going to write a short story that takes place in the winter. So we watched the brain pop video of the winter. You learn that animals hibernate, and sometimes there's precipitation, which is either rain or snow in some places. So you could use the sentence starter, one winter day, but you don't have to. Take your story wherever you want it to. Okay, for your spelling and sight words, you are going to go to spellingcity.com and do 2 of the practice activities. If you are not enjoying Spelling City and you want to do like we did for homework before, I saw some of you guys have been doing that. You could do that. If you want to make flashcards instead, you could do that. Okay, whatever you feel like is helping you retain that information. If you think Spelling City is fun and it's working for you, you could keep doing it. If not, use your journal and do the homework. Write it 2 times, use flashcards, whatever works for you. Okay? And then for Spanish, you should have read the Mayan book Verde. Oh, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué es verde? Green. I hope you said green. It's one of our sight words, verde. El color verde is green. Okay, so today's activity is super easy. All you have to do is draw something that is green in your journal, but then I want you to label it verde. I don't want you to label it green because this isn't English. If you want to also add that, you can because it's one of your sight words, but I also want you to practice that Spanish word verde. Okay? Leave space. Don't make it too big on your journal. Try to do a small picture because under that, we're going to do tomorrow's activity, which is writing a complete sentence. El libro es verde. El lápiz es verde. Whatever you draw, you're going to write about it. Now, if your parents don't know what a word is in Spanish, remember, Google Translate will translate the English word to Spanish. Okay, so if you say, oh, I don't know how to say grass in Spanish, and your parents say, I don't know, because some of your parents don't speak Spanish, go ahead on Google Translate, which you may need a little assistance for, and it will tell you hierba. That would be grass if you decide to do that. Okay, and that is it for today. Make sure you take many brain breaks. Make sure you do PE because I am grading you on PE. And make sure you are being independent. Remember, I'm still giving you guys conduct grades. Your parents are going to tell me how well you guys are behaving because they're your teachers now, for now. Okay? Bye, guys.